guys, it's Ashley, a scrapping nerd, and I am back today with a layout for Scrap a Sketch's birthday. And so all week, the 6th to the 12th, we are having a birthday celebration where you create a layout inspired by the day's sketch. You incorporate 5 items, and then you post the layout on the Facebook page, and you get entered to win prizes. So you saw the list of items, and then you saw today's sketch. And I am using paper from Crate Paper, the Gingham Garden, and I got this in my creative scrapbook kit. And so I haven't used a lot of it, and I have the stickers, the chipboard embellishments, and I pulled out the butterfly Scrap a Sketch stencil and some Victorian Velvet Distress ink. And so the items that I picked out were a Scrap a Sketch stencil, butterflies, 3 pattern papers, 2 photos, and fussy cutting. And so I also pulled out my pearls, and enamel dots and gems are one of the items, but I still feel like that counts as gems, pearls, right? So I started with the pink as my background page, and I want to use this floral page. It's very busy, so I'm going to use this as paper going down the left side. Well, that's how I started, was the left side. And I really like this idea. It gets this really busy pattern paper on here, but not too overwhelming. So I really liked the sketch for today. Because I thought, well, that kind of section helps you get a really patterned paper, or you could even stencil a whole side. It's a very good sketch for getting some crazy busy pattern paper on a layout, because sometimes that can be really hard. And so I cut down my photos. These are just some random photos of my 2 kittens, Ray and Finn, and they were in the window. I was outside watering, and they were in the window on their little cat bed just staring at me, and I just thought they looked adorable. And so I cut down the photos because they're not like the best photos. They're through a window, and you could see in the bigger photo, you can see the plant and my little frog decoration that's in my plant that's outside. But I still think that they look really cute, and so I am scrapbooking it anyway, even though the photos are a little dark through the screen on the window. And I also cut this blue striped paper and put it across the middle behind the photo, and I really like how that'll make kind of one large photo cluster. And so I'm going to take the Scrap a Sketch stencil that are the butterflies. You can barely see them on the layout right now, but I want to have them coming from behind my striped paper that I put down. And so you can kind of see I was getting kind of the right position for these butterflies so that they would be coming from behind. And I'm using the Victorian Velvet Distress ink, and I'm pushing harder with the ink in the middle of the butterfly, but then I'm kind of blending it out because I don't want to have like a harsh line to separate the butterflies from like the back of the paper. I kind of want it to just blend in like it's part of the background. And so I'm not pushing really hard when I start to go around the edges of the butterfly. I'm just pushing harder with the ink in the middle. And I really like how that turned out. And when I put this all back together, because I originally was only going to have the one on the top, I decided, I would like to have it on the top and the bottom. And so I am using the stencil again to position where I want it down at the bottom, and just a little bit of washi tape to hold it. And I'm going to ink the butterflies the same way, with more pressure in the center of the butterflies, and then kind of blend them out. And so I put the stencil back on because I had one butterfly that didn't really come out that great. But then in the end, of course, I cover up that butterfly anyway. But you never know when you're starting with the mixed media what you're going to cover and what you're not going to cover. So I am inking the edges of this paper I think I need to change out my blade in my trimmer because it had the little bits on the edge, so I just used the ink to kind of blend those in. And so here I stuck my paper down and then realized I stuck the flowers upside down. So now the layout, I had to flip it because of that, but it still turned out cute. I just didn't have, I had not planned on flipping the sketch and putting the floral on the right side, but since I stuck those florals down upside down, we had to flip the page. And so, you make a mistake, there's always a way to fix it. And so I'm getting a thin white border put down on the photos. I wanted to make sure that when the photos overlapped, you could see the different photos because they are so dark that it would just kind of become like a dark cluster in the center. And so I put that border on to help differentiate them. And I'm just starting, I found this little scrap that had kind of the top of a tag, and then I found the same pattern scrap that I had. And so I thought I was going to do kind of a long tag down the right side, but I do end up moving that to the center of the photos and creating clusters. There was these white chipboard florals from the collection that I really liked, and you could see them kind of all over the page. I moved them quite a few times, hoping to put them somewhere, but I couldn't figure out a good spot for them. It just wasn't working on the layout, so in the end, they won't make it. And in the sketch, there's a little cluster up in the top corner, and so that I left one of those up there for a while because I thought I would do that, but in the end I don't even have anything up there. And then I'm going to use some of these stickers from the collection that they're clear stickers. Well, they're not clear per se where you can see completely through them like some clear stickers, but if you did put them on a pattern paper, you would see the pattern from behind. And so just putting them on this pink paper, kind of sticking out this side of my lined paper there, really highlights them, and they have some really pretty gold in them, and I just thought that they looked nice. And then I will fussy cut out the flowers here from the scrap paper that are the same floral, and put those around the pictures as well. And I do ink all of those. Usually when I fussy cut something, if I can ink it, because it doesn't have a white border or something, it's just directly onto the image, I usually will ink it because I just think I like how that looks. And so I'm just working on the little clusters. The flowers, I fussy cut out the leaves from that scrap paper as well. And I'm getting those kind of put around the photos. That camera, I really liked that camera from the chipboard as well as the butterfly on there. And this little saying says these little moments. I just stuck it on the picture, but you can kind of see, so that was one of those clear stickers. And so when you look at it, you can kind of see the picture behind the sticker. I probably should have thought about that. I don't know that I would do that again because it kind of blends into the photo, but it's okay. I left it. You can still read it, but it doesn't stand out as much as I was thinking because it was yellow. I thought I would have a nice little yellow block down there, but it's not really yellow anymore because I put it on the picture. And I went through the stash and found just this little kitty that I stuck on the left side there. I don't know where that came from. And then this saying that says perfect, I fussy cut out from that title, and just adding some last minute florals around my clusters. But I will add my gems in the end, and then I do pull in, you'll see some more from the sticker sheet. I put on some hearts and some stars, which is funny because those things are also in the list for the birthday celebration. And so I really went all out and put a lot more than 5 items on the layout, but it was fun to look at the list and pick some items and make sure that I had them. I haven't done a challenge like this, so it's really fun. So make sure you guys check that out. And you saw I put that floral over the tag hole. I don't like the tag holes just being empty. And so I had already glued down that little half tag. And so I put a floral over that hole. So you can't really even tell that it's a tag anymore. But I did find a piece of lace for this upper tag to put through the hole. And then I use a brad that I will put there to secure the piece of lace to the tag. But that's pretty much the layout. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, make sure you click those buttons below. If you want to be notified when I make videos, hit the little bell button. And make sure you check out all the fun that we're having for the Scrap a Sketch birthday celebration over at the Facebook page. I have all the information below. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.